I wonder who's at my door. Oh, Kendrick Perkins. Big Perk. The Perk. Look who it is. Former NBA champion and an ESPN analyst. Or at least we think so. I bet your first choice when needing NBA news is Kendrick Perkins. He's not the worst, but he's definitely not the best. But recently he made an interesting list of where NBA players can wind up.
Congratulations again to the Denver Nuggets. The offseason is officially here, which means it is time for Big Spurk's big list of off-season predictions.
Absolutely. I'm predicting a big offseason with a lot of player movement. And again, the three words, Big Perk's list. Not your list, not Malika list, not Richard list. It's Big Perk list. Starting off, guess what? It's a surprise. Bring it up there. Bam! Draymond Green to the Suns.
First he states that power forward Draymond Green should go to the Suns, which technically wouldn't be a bad idea, but currently they owe more money than Donald Trump has in his lifetime. Since acquiring Bradley Beal from the Wizards, there are some concerns when it comes to the salary cap ramifications surrounding this deal. The good news with this, however, is the Suns were able to get an all-star caliber player for nothing based on a salary dump, a team rebuilding, and the player's no-trade clause. The bad news, over the next 4 years, Bill will be owed $208 million, and this will be his second season under that contract. The trio of Bill, Booker, and Durant will be making $131 million, which is $3 million under the $134 million salary cap cutoff. So while throwing around the idea of Draymond going to the Suns, it wouldn't be the best option, unless they want to be dirt broke, which is where they already are.
Here we go, running.
Bam!
Go right there, number 4. Yeah, we've been talking about James, but guess what? Harden to the Lakers.
Next, Kendrick states that James Harden should go to the Lakers. Now, this one personally, I think he pulled this out his rectum. There's no justifiable way that James Harden goes to the Lakers. The percentage of James Harden going to the Lakers is the same as YNW Melly being freed. The Rockets' buzz about James Harden hasn't gone away, but it's quieter. The Sixers have grown more optimistic that Harden will be back over the past month. Philadelphia can offer him a maximum of $210 million on a 4-year contract, but it would likely prefer a shorter, smaller deal. Houston's front office could theoretically create a bidding war, given that it can offer him almost $202 million over 4 years, but it's not clear how high they'll be willing to go. If Harden decides to reunite with the Rockets, the Sixers will have to turn to one of its contingency plans. So in theory, it's just not really sounding like James Harden is on his way to LA. Even though it could be a possibility, but also LA just doesn't have the funds for it.
But here we go. One of the most important signings of this offseason is making sure the Bucks get back Brook Lopez. The things he did defensively this year.
Perk did say one thing that was interesting to me, and he did make sense a little bit. I think I missed it because, most of the time this video he's been smoking on that pack. He did state that Brook Lopez should re-sign with the Bucks, which does make sense, knowing that the Bucks do need to keep a center around to get them to the point where they were last year and the years before that, not only in the playoffs but also winning the championship. His skill set is particularly important in Milwaukee, unless the plan is to turn Giannis into a full-time center. So Perk, maybe you got a point on that one. But except for that, the score is looking like 0-0. I just advise, next time you do a list, I say you should do a little research. Dive into it. Instead of just making these outlandish takes and not backing them up.
I'm not gonna hold, nigga, I'm gonna keep it real over rich.